जय गिरिवरधारी। यशोधनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना। यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना। यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना। यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना। यमुनतीरावनचार्य। यमुनातीरावनचारी। राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी। कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya, Govinda Jaya Jaya, Gopal Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya, Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya, Radhe Govinda Jaya Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda Radhe Govinda, Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamutiraye. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Muktinath Bhagavan ki. Hare Krishna. Am I audible or the voice is echoing? Clear? Okay. So, we are on this Muktinath Yatra. In 108 Divya Desham, we all know, in Vaishnava Sampradaya, there are totally 108 Divya Desham. So now we are heading to the 106th Divya Desham, Muktinath. The original Shastric name for Muktinath is Shalagram. The deity itself is called Shalagram. So anybody who has taken 106th darshan, that is Muktinath darshan, it is assumed he will go to 107 and 108th one. You want to go, Prabhu? Today? So 107th is the milk ocean, Kshira Sagara, and 108 is Vaikunta. So when creation happened, Krishna manifested in 5 different ways for people to approach. Bhagavan manifested in 5 different ways. First one is Para, second is Vyuha, third is Vilasa, fourth is Antaryami, 5 is Shalagram. When creation happened, when Lord wanted to manifest, Bhagavan wanted to manifest, he manifested in 5 different ways. The first one is Para, second is Vyuha, third is Vilasa, fourth is Antaryami, and fifth is Shalagram. What is the first one? Para. Para means Para Shakti, Parama, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna himself. Para, above everything. So how many of us can see Para face to face and talk to him and smile and joke with him, interact with him? How many of us can do? Apara Mataji? Not possible, Para. So not possible with the Supreme Lord. And what is the second one? Vyuha, Chatur Vyuha. Who are the 4 Vyuhas? Sankarshana, Pradyumna. Okay. Can you talk to those 4 and talk to them, interact with them, relate with them? No. Many of us don't even know who that 4 are. Right? And the third one is Vilasa, means all the avatars, expansions, Narsimha avatar. Anybody had seen Narsimha avatar face to face? Yeah, I asked the same question in a different class, and one Prabhuji said, sometimes my wife takes that form. Then I see her. Okay, so meeting Narsimha avatar, Varaha avatar, Vamana avatar, not possible, right? And the fourth one, Paramatma. Can you interact with Paramatma? Huh? No. So the fifth one, can we see Shalagram? Can we touch Shalagram? Can we serve Shalagram? So, even though the Lord had expanded in these 5 forms, we are able to relate only with Shalagram and Archamurti. Archamurti is deities. We are completely away from the other 4. Unless we become very pure, supremely pure, where you can interact with Krishna face to face and all these things. Otherwise, it is impossible. So, the 5th manifestation is Shalagram, the deity. Bhagavan personally manifested in this world so that people can touch, people can worship, people can render service, which is not possible in the other 4 categories. Lord had mercifully come down as Shalagram to interact with the devotees. So, Muktinath is called Shalagram. The original name of Muktinath Bhagwan is Shalagram. So we will be crossing Gandaki river and we will be going to Muktinath day after tomorrow. So in Gandaki, there are two planes, higher plane and a lower plane. Higher plane is called Kalbeni and the lower plane is called Sethbeni. Unfortunately, we are not going to Sethbeni. But Sethbeni is the place where you can see the world's biggest shalagram. The shalagram size will be like between this pillar to this pillar. You know, this pillar to this pillar, you know, like this. This big is that shalagram. It is in a village called Seth Beni. But we are not going there. It will take another 1 day, 1.5 days extra. The largest shalagram. So the shalagram is a very, very special. It's a particular type of stone where the architect of the demigods, who's the architect of Deva? Vishwakarma. He will take a form of a special bug, a tiny bug. He will take the form of Vishwakarma, will take the form of a bug and enter the stone. We can't even see how he entered the stone, like the bugs inside a mango. Sometimes when you cut a mango, you will see these things, but you won't know how it entered. In the same way, Vishwakarma enters Shalagram stone and he starts making designs, mostly Sudarshana Chakra, the paw of a lion or hoofs of the cows and calves, Shankha, Chakra, different kinds of designs Vishwakarma will make. According to the design, Bhagavan will take a different form and enter. In some Shalagram, he will enter as Gopal. In some Shalagram, he will enter as Govinda. In some Shalagram, he will enter as Madhusudana and he will assume. So, Shalagrams are one step higher than the deities. In temple, if you go to temple, you see deities. So deities are man-made and Lord is invited. Whereas Shalagram, Lord is eternally present. The Stapati, architect, doesn't have to invite. Guru doesn't have to invite the deity inside Shalagram. Inside the Shalagram, Lord is eternally present. And this is the only place where you can take darshan of that original Shalagram. Muktinath Bhagavan ki. So the whole importance of this place is we don't go and ask anything material. It doesn't suit here. It is like you are going to a textile shop and asking for sabji. It doesn't make sense. So Muktinath will give only what? Mukti, liberation. If we go there and ask Krishna, please give me little money, get my daughter married and all, Lord will do that. But Lord is not interested in doing that because He wants to give you the highest happiness in this world. Take away from this material world. Take us away from Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi, the cycle of birth and death. How many of you want to take birth again in this world? No one? Marry the same partner? No. So, Muktinath is the right place where we go and pray that I should be able to end up my life cycle, don't take birth again in this material world, but I will appear in your world and happily serving. If you go to Tirupati, In Tirupati, Lord had a wonderful devotee. His name was Anant Alvar. Have you heard this name? And everybody had been to Tirupati? How many of you have not gone to Tirupati? Not been to Tirupati? Not been to Tirupati? Srivas Prabhu. Janma waste ho gaya. But you have taken Tirupati Laddu? So, when Ramanujacharya went to Tirupati to learn Ramayana. Ramanujacharya stayed for 18 days in Tirupati stayed for 1 year in Tirupati and learned Ramayana for 18 days, 18 times. 18 times he learned Ramayana, to understand the deep inner secret meanings of Ramayana. So Ramanujacharya stayed in Tirupati for 1 full year. Then he found out there is no water body. There is no water. So because of that, Tirupati Bhagavan was not getting any flowers. So there was no flower offering for Tirupati Balaji once upon a time. Now you know, only Balaji gets flower. No Mataji can wear flower and go inside the temple. You know about it? Right. In Tirupati, people can't wear flower mala, flower on their head and all. Immediately they will throw because flowers are only meant for Balaji Bhagavan. Srinivas Bhagavan ki. No, very low voice. Srinivas Bhagavan ki. Yeah, next year they won't give this hall. So, Ramanujacharya came back to Sri Rangam and he called his disciples and said, I stayed in Tirupati for 1 year. Unfortunately, there is no water body. So I want one of my disciples to go up there and make pond, gardens, and so many things so that Bhagwan will regularly get flower. Anybody is willing to go to Tirumala, Tirupati and make pond and gardens? None of the disciples came forward because it is such a tough task. Climb the hill, it's very difficult. We will know day after tomorrow we have to climb a little bit of the hill. It's not easy. And Tirumala hill, you have to go and make garden in the rock. None of them were ready. And only one disciple, householder disciple, his wife was also pregnant. Any moment she will deliver a baby. Her delivery time is nearing. He got up and asked, my dear spiritual master, if I do this, will you be happy? So Ramanujacharya said, this will please me the most. Immediately this devotee started climbing the Tirumala. He started, So all the other devotees discouraged him saying that, please don't go. Your wife is pregnant. How are you going to do this? Somebody else will do. Then this devotee said, actually my body doesn't help me much. I don't have any use with my body. So better let my body be used in the service of Guru. And he started climbing. So Ramanujacharya became very happy with this devotee. And he called him, colloquially they say, if somebody does something great, they'll say, he is the man. Tamil they'll say properly, avanda ambla. How do you say in English? Machana. Yeah. You understood, right? He is the man, right? So, Ramanujacharya called him like that. An Anda Alvar. His original name was An Anda Alvar, means he is the man. Then that name slowly turned into Anantalvar, right? So he is the man. So he went there and he made garden, and one day when he was doing that, a snake bit him. A poisonous snake bit him, and his leg and all turned into blue. And people were telling him, you go to the doctor, meet the doctor, you will die at any moment, please, please. He was saying, I don't bother about that. It is a competition between Narayana and the snake. If the snake is very powerful, I will die, I will go back to Vaikunta and do the same gardening work. If Narayana is more powerful, I will be alive, I will be continuing this gardening work here. Anyway, that doesn't make any difference for me. So it's a problem of Narayana. If he wants to win the snake, let him win. So he continued doing gardening work. So determined he was. So one day Lord himself asked him, you are doing so much of hard work, Anantalvar, I would like to take you back to Vaikunta. So immediately in the dream, Anantalvar asked Srinivas Bhagavan, do you have a similar garden there? Then Lord said, no, I have better garden than this. Then Anantalvar said, then I am not coming. You have a better garden, so what will I do there? Here there is no garden, let me make the garden here. Such a wonderful devotee. He crossed the age of 80. His body was shivering. He couldn't walk. He lost his balance. He couldn't see properly. He couldn't listen properly. Still, he will go to the garden every day and started doing the gardening. So devotees asked him, why don't you take rest, Anantalvar? Anantalvar replied, I didn't come to Tirupati to take rest. So this was the determination of that wonderful devotee. He came to Shalagram, Muktinath, Bhagwan, and glorified. And he said, I know you can give me liberation, but my dear Muktinath Bhagwan, Shalagram, you correct, you make a little correction in my prayer, in your blessings. For everyone you will give mukti. But for me alone, you give a special blessing that I will continue the gardening in Tirumala hills. I don't want liberation. So Lord became so happy. And he told Anantalvar, whenever you are ready, I'll take you. Right? So Muktinath is a very special place where we are supposed to pray or focus on the prayer that no more birth in this material world and happily serving Bhagwan. Pandavas came and lived there in Muktinath and served Shalagram Bhagwan. Right? So during the exile, 12 years exile, Pandavas were there in all these places. They were doing yajna on the banks of Bagmati river, all that. So once they met Vidura and the Pandavas complained, oh Vidurji, we have never committed anything wrong in our entire life. Yudhishthira said, I have never spoken a single lie in my life. Bhima said, I have been like this. Arjuna, everybody said to Vidura, and Kunti Maharani said that we have never cheated anybody, never did anything wrong. We always lived by dharma. And still, why were we punished for 12 years to roam around in this jungle? So, out of the 12 years, maximum time they spent in Himalayas. Pandavas spent in all this Himalayas area. Right? So, when in that 12 years, they were together for many years, and towards the end, Arjuna got separated from Pandavas. So Arjuna told Vidura, in another few more years, my exile will be over, 12 years will be over. So Vidura said, then better you go to this particular, the river bank, Bagmati and all these places and meditate on Lord Shiva. So Arjuna came to Bagmati river and he was doing severe penance to please Lord Shiva. So Lord Shiva appeared in the form of a bull under the earth. A massive bull, huge bull, head in Nepal and hump Amarnath or somewhere, The body in Kedarnath, such a massive bull. Lord Shiva appeared as a bull and blessed Arjuna and gave all the weapons. So that is the special place which you went yesterday, Pashupatinath temple, where Lord Shiva appeared as a bull for whom? Arjuna, and gave all the celestial weapons. So Mahabharata very clearly says, challenges and pain in our life are for the benefit of ours. For our own benefit only, challenges and the pain appears in our life. For example, there is a lamp and a baby keeps his finger in the lamp. What will happen? It will burn. The baby will feel pain. So immediately they will remove the finger, right? What if there is no pain? What will happen? Huh? Yeah, the whole finger will or the whole body will get destroyed. So Mahabharata says sometimes there are challenges in life. Sometimes there are pain in our life that is simply given for our benefit, just to teach us you are going in a wrong direction. So the pain in your life, pain in your body, challenges in your life, difficulty in the relationship, all just that means somewhere you are going in a wrong direction, and correct yourself. So this is a question asked by Arjuna, and Vidura answered this. Somewhere you have forgotten Krishna. The one and the only purpose of life is to realize Krishna, and you have got him as your cousin. And why don't you spend? So after getting Pashupata Astra, Arjuna stayed here for years together under the guidance of Lord Shiva, and he was praying to Lord Krishna. So all that Leela happened in that bank of Bagmati river. Hare Krishna. Any questions? Yeah. Yeah. Shakti Pit. Yeah, you all know that Dakshayagam, right? From Bhagavatam. Dakshayagam, where Sati self-immolated, right? So different parts of her body fell at different places. Heart fell at Varanasi. What is the god's name? Vishwanath temple's god. Yeah, that's Parvati's name, Annapurni Vishalakshi. When you come out of the Vishwanathji temple, there is a ghat, Ganga Ghat. What is the name of that ghat? Manikarnika Ghat. That is where Sati's heart fell. Manikarnika Ghat, And some part fell in here. What is that? Kamakya. There, right? Different. Her head fell in this Shakti Pita, where you went yesterday morning, right in front of that Bagmati river, that small place. That is where Sati's head fell. So they are conducting Havan there continuously. So it is considered to be one among the important Shakti Pita. So they do Havan eternally for the, what he say, joining of Lord Shiva and Parvati, because somehow Parvati could not live with Lord Shiva for a long time. First she meditated and all. She appeared as Aparna Parvati, the daughter of Himalaya. So in this mountain, there are two kinds of mountain. You can see the green mountain and the rocky mountain. Now we are all going through the mountain Himalaya range. Okay. The green ones are the Mainaka, and the rocky ones are Himavan. Himavan is the husband and Mainaka is the wife. The green ones are the wife, Mainaka, and the rocky ones are Himavan. Day after tomorrow, when you go towards Muktinath, you will see the rocky ones. They had two daughters. One is Parvati, and the second one is. First one is Parvati, and the second one is Radharaniya. No. Female. First one is Parvati, and the second one is. Anybody who answers the question will get 1 gram gold. Parvati and her younger sister? Huh? Ganga, that's the right answer. Who answered? Oh, Haribol. Very good. Ganga, the second one. So, the two daughters appeared, Parvati and Ganga. So, Parvati, for 12 years, because all the devatas, they got married at the age of 12. By the age of 12, they all get married. And only priests, brahmanas will check the horoscopes. You know there are 4 varnas. What are the 4 varnas? Only brahmanas will check the horoscope because the brahmana wanted his wife permanently till the age of 80 and 100 so that they can jointly do the havan, please the Supreme Lord. So brahmanas will check the horoscope and get married. Kshatriya understanding is completely different. The lady just feels, I have to live with this great hero, the Kshatriya, the prince, the king, with him even just for a day. I will carry the greatest, powerful, strong baby in my womb. Even if I live for 1 day with him, that's it. So that's why Kshatriyas, they don't check horoscope. Did Krishna check the horoscope and kidnapped Rukmini? No. Ram checked horoscope and married Sita. Kshatriyas, they don't check horoscope. So Brahmanas check horoscope because they wanted their wives to do havan for a long time. Kshatriyas' understanding is completely different. Even they live for short term, they're okay with that because they will bear a baby, very powerful son in this world. And the third is Vaishyas. Vaishya marriages happen on the basis of money. How much you give, how much I'll give, what is the property, gold, and that's a Vaishya understanding of marriage. And Shudra is just infatuation. I see the girl, I like the girl, I kidnap the girl. After 1 week, I don't like her, I drop her and go. And she likes somebody, she marries. After 2 weeks, she drops him. That's Shudra. So, but unfortunately in Kali Yuga, Brahminical marriage and Kshatriya marriage is very less. Which marriages are high? Shudra and Vaishya. That's the main thing. That is why in Kali Yuga, children are also sometimes not very intelligent or oriented towards spirituality. So anyway, Parvati meditated for 12 long years, eating only dry leaves, so that she can marry Lord Shiva. She was eating only dry leaves, that's why she got the name Aparna. And she married Lord Shiva. Okay? And you know that marriage didn't stay long. They got separated. Sorry. The first one was Parvati is the third one. Before that Bhuvaneshwari, before that Sati. Yeah. The first one was Sati. Sati married Lord Shiva, and you all know from Bhagavatam that marriage didn't work, right? So Sati self-immolated. Then Sati appeared in the second avatar as Bhuvaneshwari. And she was very careful, very polite, because as she appeared as Sati, she did not obey or listen to Lord Shiva. One day Sati went to Lord Shiva and said, my father is performing a very big yajna, I wanted to go. Lord Shiva said, no. No, he's doing a very big havan. All the devatas are up here joining there. Rishis are there. Everybody is there. I would like to go. Lord Shiva said, no. My sisters are going in different airplanes with their husbands. They have jewelry, gold, silk. If I don't go there, how will they appreciate you? I would like to go. Lord Shiva said, no, I want to go there and check whether they are giving their share to you. You know, the havan, everything, it's properly placed. You have a seat. I want to check everything. I wanted to go. Lord Shiva said, no. Finally, Sat said, I'm going. Shiva said, okay. Exactly like our families. Sati obeyed like that. She did not. So she wanted to correct herself. I made that small mistake. I should have obeyed my husband and stayed back home. So what happened when she appeared as Bhuvaneshwari? She was very careful, obeying Lord Shiva's every tiny instruction. Whether he says it or he doesn't say, she was so alert and, like all our Matajis, serving husband to the point. So, is it so? Yes. Who told you to say yes? So then what happened? One day, means every day, Bhuvaneshwari sees Lord Shiva sits there in Ilavrta Varsha and continuously chanting Ram, 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 Ram's name, 24 hours. Bhuvaneshwari is chanting. So one day, Bhuvaneshwari asked, can you explain to me who Ram is, what are his qualities and everything? Lord Shiva became so happy as though he has got 1,000 head and 1,000 tongue. He was going on glorifying about Lord Ram. When the conversation was going on, actually Lord Ram walked by that place. He was passing by that place. So Bhuvaneshwari thought, okay, this is that great personality my husband is speaking about. Let me go and check him. So immediately Bhuvaneshwari assumed the form of Mother Sita. She assumed the form of Mother Sita and she walked towards Ram. Lord Ram saw Bhuvaneshwari and immediately bowed down and touched her feet and said, Jagat Mata, why are you testing me? Ram understood. So Bhuvaneshwari became very happy. She came back. But when she was coming back, she forgot to change again into Bhuvaneshwari's form. She came in the form of Sita only. The moment Lord Shiva saw Sita, he got up, paid her, touched her feet, did Abhishek. No, Prabhu, I am your wife. Whatever it is, you have come in my mother's form. I am not going to have you as your wife in this Janma also. So second also class finished. First as Sati, it didn't work. Second as Bhuvaneshwari, it didn't work. So she did severe penance in this Himalayas, in the range. She did severe penance for 12 years in the heat, in the rain, in the winter. For 12 years, that is celestial years, she was eating only dry leaves. Okay? So for next 1 week, we will be eating only dry leaves. So 12 years she wanted to marry Lord Shiva. So when Parvati did that penance, her younger sister felt very bad. Who's her younger sister? Ganga. She appeared, took different tributaries, so many branches. She flew all over. She came, appeared all over Himalayas as different branches, different names, different this thing, and kept Parvati cool during the years of her penance. So it's all the same river. Ganga Maya appeared as one branch is Yamuna, another is Gandhaki. You have all kinds of names and all kinds like that. Bhagmati is Parvati only. So it's all like that. So we are going through the valleys. Everywhere there is Ganga. It's all Lord Shiva's place. Every holy place belongs to Lord Shiva. All the holy places in India originally belongs to Lord Shiva. Even Badrinath. How many of you have been to Badrinath? Everyone. Badrinath also originally belongs to Lord Shiva. How many of you have been to Udupi? Karnataka, Udupi. Udupa means the person who has got the moon crescent. Who's that? Lord Shiva. So Krishna slowly crawled inside and pushed him to the other side, opposite side. Chandramauli, if you go to Udupi, Krishna is in the mud and Lord Shiva is in Chandramaulishwara temple. You remember? Right? So Chandramaulishwara originally was there. So Krishna entered and pushed him out. Like anybody been to Kerala, Guruvayur? Yeah, that temple also belonged to Lord Shiva. Krishna entered and pushed him to another town called Mamur, next door, that side. So, Badrinath also originally, it was Lord Shiva's place. One day, a small boy, 8-year-old baby boy appeared there and told Lord Shiva, I am feeling very cold. Can I also enter this cave? Because these Himalayan caves are amazing. If it is very cold outside, the cave will be warm. If it is very warm outside, the cave will be cold. And you must have all seen the hot water springs. It's all such a miracle through the rocks of the thing. If you ask the scientist how this hot water springs appear, then they will say O2 plus A2 plus B2 plus some formula. But they don't know it is created by the nature for this tapasvis. They take bath and in Yamunotri, have you seen? They tie this rice in a small cloth and they cook it, right? So, what was the main thing I was talking about?
Boy who entered the
Huh?
The boy who wanted to enter the cave.
No, after that I said something.
The boy who wanted to
Yeah, the cave. But so the small boy went inside the cave, 8-year-old baby boy, and said, Lord Shiva, I am feeling very cold. Can I enter the cave? Lord Shiva said, No, 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 you cannot enter, you get lost. So the boy went to Mother Parvati and said, Jagat Mata, I didn't realize your husband is so cruel. It's so cold outside and I'm shivering. Can't I enter and stay in for few hours or something? Parvati was wondering why my husband is behaving like that. Said, no problem, you enter. Lord Shiva said, don't interact with that boy, you will worry later. But Parvati did not listen. Allowed the boy inside, and both of them went to that Tapta Kund, Gauri Kund, to take bath. After bath, when Lord Shiva and Parvati they came back to the cave, the whole cave is blocked and there's a board, no entry. You find your own cave. So Krishna captured the cave, so Lord Shiva went to Kedarnath. So all the holy places, Kshetrapalaka, the maintainer of the holy place, it's all Lord Shiva only. So without Lord Shiva's blessings, we won't be able to go up and take darshan. So the branches of Ganga, Parvati, Lord Shiva, you need all their blessings to go and take darshan of Muktinath Bhagwan. Srila Prabhupada ki lunch is ready.